Hi guys, my name is Shadi Ashayo. People call me Tumpes, but I prefer being called Shadi. Okay, so what do? I am a husband full-time, and then on the side there are a couple of things that I do. I'm a pastor. I pastor a church called Nairobi Chapel, Syokimau. And I'm a blogger. So I have a blog, honeyletstalk.com, where I blog about love. I blog about the things that I've learned in the process of staying with someone in the house, like someone you love. And then we also have a YouTube channel that we run together as a couple, whereby we help people navigate their relationship issues, build up a love story for them, and also help them just break up well and marry well. So both. So we do both.
My name is Purity Ashayo. As you now know, we are married. First of all, I'm a wife, which is the most important job for me and the most amazing job, to be a wife to my husband. Other than that, I'm a pastor at Nairobi Chapel. I'm very passionate about leadership, and I'm very passionate about counseling.
So we have known each other for the past 6 years. 6 years now, yeah, from 2014.
Yes, it's 6 years, yeah.
Yeah, 6 years.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
6 years.
So for 6 years, we knew each other. We joined Nairobi Chapel the same season. We were doing a program called Kinara. It's a leadership development program. So that is where we met, okay? But we have been married for a year and a couple of weeks. Is it
No,
weeks
it's
or month?
already a month.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's already
a year and a month. That's how long we've been married. How long we've been dating, that's where there is a problem. For me, let me hear your story. Give the real
So,
story.
I'd say we dated for just 6 months, to be honest. The rest of those other years, we were friends, like really good friends. So that is where the story started.
Thank you, Jesus.
I have tried.
You have been delivered.
So after we met in 2014, I think from there we just created a rapport. But I'd say when I first saw him, he was very quiet. He didn't want to talk. Yeah. So I tried to say hi. Well, let's just say it didn't go so well. He didn't say hi back. So I wondered what's wrong with this guy. Like everyone else was so happy. Everyone else was just saying hi to each other. But he wanted to keep to himself. Yeah. But anyway, that didn't keep us from having conversations. Because we were working in the same organization, we would have conversations. We were in the same program. So somehow we'll meet in some of the classes we had. Yeah. And that kept on going. So where now we became even, would you say, stronger friends, or even our friendship grew, was when we wanted to go to a different country for an internship program. Yeah. So then we were supposed to go to Germany. So we actually did classes together. That was in 2015. So in 2015, that's when the friendship
matured.
Yes, matured. So he was very, let me say the truth, he will say no, but he was very persistent. He was very into my space. He visited my parents, knew my siblings. So I'd say at that point, nikajua huyu ananitaka for sure. He wants me.
but sikusema nakutaka.
Au kusema,
okay,
but
so
you
ulijijazia nakutaka.
You made it seem like.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. At least today you have shared the story, the real story.
Anyway, that is where the friendship blossomed.
Yeah.
And grew.
But you had only one friend that you had invested.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, which is you.
Oh, really?
By the way. Look at you.
Yeah.
So something happened in the process of the friendship. And then he decided to go quiet on me. So I was like, are you serious? Like, this is how friendship ends.
My dream was to marry a white girl.
Yeah.
That was and she knew that. That was just my goal. That was my target. And for me, if I want something, I just go for it.
Yeah.
So at that time, we were just I was hanging out with some friends, and we were trying out something to see if this thing would work. It's not that I was looking for a visa, just so you guys don't misunderstand me. I just wanted, you know, I just wanted to go global, and it was ministry. I love church planting, so I wanted to plant churches outside the country.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we became friends. She went to Germany. We didn't talk for a couple of months. She came back.
When we came back,
she came back. Things were just for me. I wanted, let's pick it from where we left. As in, let's just pick the. It was a friendship. So
just
what's the problem?
There, just wait. How? Like that does not happen in the world. Like that doesn't happen. Like once we are done, we are done. Let's move on with life.
We shared a lot of stuff together. She used to buy me lunch every day.
Because he was broke.
Because I was broke. I was really broke.
He was very broke.
And my money
but I was like, it's okay.
It's okay.
You're my friend.
Yeah, you're investing in your future. So she used to buy me lunch, and for me to give back, I used to take her home every day. So we'd walk from CBD to Upper Hill.
It was actually fun.
It was fun. We continued being friends. We continued talking. For her also, she wanted someone who is totally different.
He's not. I think she can first of all, he's not my type. To be honest, okay, he was not. Now you're my type. Now you are my perfect type. But before him, I wanted. First of all, I wanted a guy who we were the same height. Don't ask me why. I also wanted a guy who was bald, like didn't have hair. Let's just say he's the very opposite of that. But I think also the same for him, as he thought about, like, this is what I really want. Yeah. Also for me, that was what I had in mind. Like, this is what I want, and that's it. Like, nothing would change that. Yeah.
So 2017 passed. 2018.
Yeah.
This is where now things became serious.
I think 2017.
Actually, 2017. Somewhere in 2017.
Mid
there, we started talking about. I started sharing about my vision, what I want to do. Finished 2017. 2018, when it began, I was actually going to India for a mission.
A few days
before I traveled. She got sick. She couldn't breathe. So I translated, something is wrong here. So she was admitted.
I was actually really sick, by the way. I was sick. What?
Yeah, I know you were sick. The reason why you were sick.
I had bronchitis.
So
it was a serious disease.
It was actually, we went on a date in one of the Javas in Wilson.
Yes.
That evening. So we talked about me leaving. And then the next day, someone was admitted. So I was called by the sister, hey, Purity is not feeling well, come to the hospital. So I went to see her. When I entered, like, the ward, I've never experienced such I never had that kind of an experience.
Yeah.
Every machine started beeping. It was like beep, beep. I was like, what's going on? So apparently, for her, when she saw me, her heart started beating more faster. Like, it was like, it was just crazy. I was like, what's going on? And I don't know, actually. I've never known what
I think I was
excited.
Yes. I was excited to see you.
Again.
I was excited to see him.
Yeah. So
you just want to hear that?
Yeah.
Yes, I was excited to see him. I was happy. You know, the friendship was one of the things that we love about each other is we are really good friends. Yeah. So for me, you being there was so special for me.
So I left and I went to India.
Yeah.
And at that time, we were just praying about it.
This time around now, we were very intentional about, like, what exactly we wanted in terms of, is this a friendship that can lead to a relationship? Is this a friendship that can lead to a marriage? We really wanted to hear from God.
So at that particular point, I wrestled with the question of, do I really want to, why do I want to marry a white girl? What is the main reason? Is it because, and digging deeper, I realized that my motives were actually wrong. I wanted to marry a white girl because of cute babies. That was my only thing that I wanted. Yeah. Then I was like, God, what is going on? And we fasted. That was the season that we actually fasted a lot. Because at that particular moment, we were like, the person that I want is totally different from the person you are. And the person that you want is totally different from who I am.
Yeah.
What is God saying about this? So I came back. So when I came back in around April.
Yes, it was April.
So April, we actually met around 29th of April.
Yeah.
So 29th of April we met. When we met, for her she was like, I've had God. This is it for me. As in, we are
cool.
Ayani Nimi, we'll go anywhere you want. And at that point for me, I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
So we prayed about it. That month I was just wrestling with it, praying, dealing with my own issue, evaluating. Actually, I had a notebook that I used to write. These are the reason why I want to be in a relationship. These are the reason why I don't want to be in a relationship. These are the reason why I want this kind of a person. I wrote everything, and then I started praying about every single thing and saying, is this really God, or is this just my own desires? And I realized most of the things, 80% of the things, were just my own desires. I was just selfish. And so we met. We started dating, and I asked her out. She said, yes, I've been waiting for this. So
I just said yes. Yes, I will. But in my mind, I was just like, we prayed. I was just like, you know what? It's good that you took that time.
So I went. We organized a meeting with the parents. The dad and the mom and the uncle. We met with them. I told them, this is my plan. Guys, know that I'm a church planter. First of all, I don't have the money. And two, that I'll be traveling.
Yeah.
So I don't want us to have a lot of these family things, meetings, because I won't be there.
Yeah.
So, and the dad was so gracious. The dad was like, yeah, you guys should do that. You guys should just, get married. It's like, yeah, that's the support I want. So at that point, we dated for a month. Then I left to Philippines. So we started our long distance dating. And the long distance was interesting because of
the time difference.
Time difference.
Yeah.
So there are times that are actually, the interesting times that she used to write me letters. So she would write
I
me
would write you a
long
lot emails, in fact.
Email, like, whoa, these are the things.
And then he responds with one sentence.
And then me, I'll just respond with one sentence.
So sad.
Yeah.
Bado nimekatch your story, by the way.
Relax.
I have still.
So she did that for like a month.
I gave up.
She gave up. She was
this
like,
guy is not a letter writer. It's all right. I accept.
And for me, I was like, man, I don't even have that time.
Yeah.
I remember there are even times that we were so busy that the only thing that I will do, I'm just giving you guys a secret. The only thing that I will do is go online, check those, those love quotes, copy it, paste it very fast. Like, no, I was building love here. Wait.
Are you serious?
No, that's a secret.
We had to communicate. That
even
kept
if it's
us
just
going.
pasting a message, we had to communicate. That was the rule. Communicate. Love. Create that moment, When I came back in December.
Yes,
Was it
December.
Yeah, I came back in December.
Yeah.
We went to my family.
No, I went to see his parents. Yeah.
We gave her a good experience of drinking blood and stuff and all those stuff. My family was like, so when is the wedding? Let's just get married. So we started planning the wedding. We went to Relasho. It ended. We started now planning the wedding. We said, now if people want a wedding, they bring the money. Then we do the wedding. Because for me, I just wanted a wife. The rest I didn't care about. So we called some of our friends. We were like, guys, we need to plan this wedding. And they were so instrumental.
Yes.
They took
really
everything
helped us,
and they just did it. And during the wedding, I really don't like talking about the wedding because it was the highest and the lowest moment in my life. Like it was just those two extremes. During the wedding, it was anyway. Talk about.
Yes. So during the wedding, we had the wedding, which was nice, but then we lost our grandmother. So his past grandmother, I'd say, and that was really sad because those two events happened the same day. So sometimes even celebrating the anniversary or celebrating, just remembering that day it's hard. It's hard because you remember the good part,
And
but
you
then
have-
you also
yeah.
remember the sad part.
Yeah.
But aside from that, what we also did just prior to the wedding or to prepare for marriage is the other thing we invested in was having people around us who would advise us about marriage. So we did premarital classes.
Yeah.
We also had mentor couples who would work with us, who would ask questions about marriage, and they were so willing to just let us know anything that would ask them about marriage, and that helped us towards the wedding.
That's the way, yeah.
And we also had people around us who gave of themselves, gave of their gifts, their skills, gave of their time, and that made the wedding so seamless.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't stressful at all, other than the fact that we also lost our grandmother
Yeah.
on that same day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for I'd call marriage for us is, for me, I usually call it's a sleepover that never ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
it's
Those
one of
sleepovers
those
that we didn't go to.
that
are
we
now
never
doing.
went to.
Yeah, we never went to sleepovers.
Yeah, so this is one of those moments. And then the other thing that makes marriage so amazing is being able to do life with my best friend.
Oh,
Not just any random person or a stranger, but that, like, I know, I look at him and I'm like, yes, you're my husband, but you're
Yeah.
also my best friend.
friend,
Yeah. The other thing that we've also learned through marriage, or the experience of it, is being able to live with a purpose. To know that this is why we are married, this is why God put us together, to be able to make it better for couples.
Yeah.
So being surrounded by couples, mentorship, discipleship, like any way that we can help a couple out there, we are very passionate about that, and we are very open
Yeah.
with sharing with them anything that they desire of us to be able to help
able
them
to
in
help
that
them.
process.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to prepare for marriage well. So those are the things that I'd say are some of the pillars that we hold on to
Yeah.
so much in our marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another thing would be maybe just to what my wife has said. Before we got married, we knew that this marriage is way bigger than the two of us.
Yeah.
It's actually not about the two of us.
Yes.
We live together, we are roommates, we love each other, we
Yeah.
are best friends, all these things, but there's a bigger purpose that God has brought us together. That if God just looked at me and said, it's not good for this guy to be lonely, to be alone, I'm gonna give him a suitable helper.
Yeah.
Somebody that fits to what I want him to do. It was not just about just to quench his thirst and all those other things. No, it
Yeah.
was for what God wants, for the purpose of God.
Yeah.
So when we got married, now in marriage we know that marriage is not about the two of us. It's
Yeah.
bigger than us.
Yeah.
So sometimes we fight in the marriage and we argue about something, and then we sit down, we are like, if we don't solve this, we will not fulfill the purpose that God has
Yes.
called us. Because
Yeah.
it's not just about us. So we sit down, we talk, and we say, okay, let's talk. You say your side. And sometimes we don't even agree on things, but what is your point? This is my point, this is how I see this thing. And me, I'm like, this is how I see this thing. And then we sit down and ask ourselves, how does God see this thing? If God was to advise us right now, what will he say? And we sit down, we pray about that thing. And somehow we find ourselves, if I was the one who was selfish, most of the time, I'm the one who is selfish, we end up just doing what
Very true.
what happens, what
It's good
she
you know.
had, she had suggested. We do. So pay
Yeah.
attention to the tension,
Yeah.
serve each other. Those are some of the things that we have learned. And then the third one is, it's not about the two of you. Marriage
It's
is
about
way
Jesus.
big,
Yeah.
way bigger than you. So you need to ask yourself, why has God brought us together?
Consider the person that you're getting married to. Marry the right person. So this is not just a quick, fast decision of, we'll
I
be
feel
happy,
something. Yeah.
we'll have sex, that's what I want to go and do when I get married. No, it's not about sex. It's about, what am I going to do with this person every day of our lives? And imagine, this is every day of your lives. You will share a bed together every day of your lives. You'll be in the same house every day of your lives.
Yeah.
So make the right decision.
Yeah.
And that's why you seek God about it.
Yeah.
And let him show you, if you are to get married to someone, what are you going to do together? Why? What's the purpose of the two of you being together? And that will solve a lot of the how, the what, the who.
The who and everything.
All those questions
Yeah.
will be answered once you know why.
Yeah. And the last thing, which is so important, there are three relationships that you need as you prepare for marriage. One, find peer couples, people who are dating
Yes.
and do life together.
Yeah.
Don't do life in isolation. The second thing is find a mentor couple, someone who can pour into your marriage, someone who can give into your marriage and help you transition and navigate things. And the third one, find accountability partners,
Yes.
people who know what you are doing. Don't just do sleepovers, because when you get married, it's a sleepover
That never
that
ends.
never ends. There's so many things I love about you. But one is your love for God. That is just amazing. It inspires me, it encourages me that you actually love God. The second one, that the boldness to pursue the things you want to pursue, even when those things do not match the things that I want to do. Just that boldness and saying, hey, I also have a life, I need to do this. So that inspires me and encourages me. And the third one is the friendship. That's the friendship that we share together. It's just amazing. Those were Christian things. So the non-Christian things that I love
things
is,
of the world.
Things of the world is, I love your eyes. They're just fantastic. Poppy. Yeah. I love your smile. I love the way you laugh.
Oh,
Like
really?
crazy laugh. That's interesting. It makes me dream better. And I love your forehead. Pink forehead. It's interesting. Yeah, I love. And of course, I love the way you make me feel.
Oh.
Yeah. And I love your food. Your cooking is just on another level.
No, I don't
Apart
know.
from popcorns. Love lazima to sign tuseme. Yeah.
Wow. First of all, I love your eyes. The way you look at me. You look at me so deeply. I feel like I can't hide from you. Like I can't hide any emotion, because I know you'll still find out what that is that I was feeling. You look deeply. And that's what I love about you. I love your eyebrows and your lips and your hair. I think those are things that I am like, our kids will be, I can't wait to see how they will look. Of course, plus my forehead and my eyes. I really love, I love the fact that you love people. Aside from your love for God and just how much you give of yourself to God, you also really give of yourself to people, and that's something that I love about you. I think the other thing that makes me feel like I chose the right person is the fact that we are able to just be free with each other, and that gives me so much peace to know that we are free to do whatever it is that we want to do with each other. and that you're also very intentional in what you do.
Wow.
And that's something that I really love, because I'm like, wow. Like there's nothing that you will do that you're not intentional about. That's what I really love. I also love the fact that you love to bully me, but you do it in a nice way. Like there's never a dull moment with
Bully
you.
you where?
Like,
Where exactly?
not bully me in the bad way, but like fun. We have a lot of fun together.
Evenings.
Yeah, pranks and
Nice.
just amazing moments together, and that's what I really cherish about. Yeah, I also love your heart. Your heart is very drawing.
Wow.
You're easy to talk to, you're easy to see, you're easy to laugh with. I really love that about you, and I love that you make me laugh. Almost every time. Like there's never a time when I'm sad when I'm with you. Even when you have made me sad, like just knowing that you'll say something and then I'll laugh is so special to me. Yeah. I really love
That's
you.
amazing. I also love you. And I love your love language, which I know, which
Which you don't know.
it's prayer. Your love language is prayer.